check.
And real quick, I'm just going to say a few words for
I need my other computer.
before resuming our coverage in English. Once again, thank you for watching us here on CLA.com. Buenas noches desde el helicóptero. Yo soy Elian Moreno reportando sobre una persecución policíaca que se encuentra en el área de New Holland, autopista 5 en dirección norte. Esta es la patrulla de caminos de California que está persiguiendo al conductor de esta troca Ford F-150.
Okay, we got Eliana on the case.
Que empezó en el área de San Bernardino, en el condado de San Bernardino, y eventualmente la persecución se fue hacia el área de Glendale, donde el conductor se montó a la autopista 134 en dirección oeste, y eventualmente en la autopista 5 en dirección norte, donde nos encontramos ahora acercándonos a la salida de la Boulevard Calgrove. Al momento, la patrulla de caminos de California nos dice que solo hay una persona a bordo del vehículo, un conductor hombre.
Yo, Turtle, Rega, Leroy, JT, welcome. Yeah, slap the like, hit the like button. Is that all their audio and stuff good? I'm sitting in here in this new environment. Is audio okay?
Back with you guys here in English. I was just saying a few words there for our sister station, Telemundo, but we are back here on WCLA.com and all of our streaming platforms. Now, the vehicle is
Eliana in the chat. Even if you're just a follower, you can use the Eliana emote.
You see that red stripe, but looks like the top of the vehicle is actually black. And
top is black.
To me, it looks like balloons. It looks like
yo, Sep here. What's up? Shout out Apollo and Beard.
This is the person that is wanted for a narcotics violation out of San Bernardino. Narcotics trafficking was what I heard. And the officer
narcotics trafficking.
Figure out what's in the back. I just heard them ask. From my vantage point, it looks like balloons. I can't really tell if there's.
He's hauling balloons.
On that, but at least that's what I see. LAPD airship is overhead, and in terms of units,
he's trafficking balloons.
And I'm seeing 4 units of the California Highway Patrol that are in pursuit.
What's up, DJ and Canadian Lady and Winnie? How's it going? DJ, Analytic, JP, E Dexter. Yo, what? Who subbed? Oh shit, it is JP. Thank you. Yo, I appreciate it.
So, pardon the shot here with all the trees here, but it is the safest spot for us to be in here in News Chopper 4. And the vehicle.
I hope you're having a good night.
And yeah, definitely balloons. So we got some.
This is my first time streaming in this little situation.
I can't really tell what that might be.
But it seems like it's solid, like stable.
Sort of other party supply, but that's what it looks like from my vantage point. And there is a sign there on the door. Now I'm going to throw in a few doublers. It's going to get a little bit dark, but maybe you guys at home can help with your eagle eyes figure out what it says there on the side. It looks like some sort of party business, if I had to say.
Yo, somebody else too? No way. Crispy Jenny, thank you.
So, again, this person wanted for some sort of narcotics trafficking out of San Bernardino.
It's not clocking to you.
It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
Los Angeles to the LAPD's Northeast Division.
Is this our new setup? We're going back to the old? Yeah, I'll be going back to the old one. This is just temporary.
It was CHP's jurisdiction, so they got behind it, and that's who's behind it now. So we've got at least 4 units of the California Highway Patrol behind this guy, and I'm saying guy because that's what they're confirming on the scanner.
Oh, he lost the balloon.
The male suspect, only person inside, and airship.
Old one's better, yeah, for sure. This is just temporary. I'm not at home, so this is I have my scuffed temporary setup.
And real quickly, I'm just going to say a few words in Spanish for our sister station, Telemundo.
Lost another one. Lost another one. The balloons they're slowly going away.
Esto es cerca del área de Magic Mountain. Y como pueden ver, esto es un área donde hay conos de construcción. Entonces,
but EK, what's up? Is the prediction up? It's not. Good question. Good idea. Good thought. Thank you.
Trabajadores de construcción de Caltrans tienen 2 carriles cerrados, tienen los 2 carriles
okay.
cerrados y los 2 carriles hacia la mano izquierda están abiertos. pero continúa aquí en la autopista 5 en dirección norte, acercándose a
There
la
you go.
salida de la
Use your
calle
channel
Newhall
points.
Ranch Road.
Vancouver resident? No, no. I am
Thank you, George.
currently in
So, my
Toronto.
pilot, George Marciano, hearing that they might have
But,
deployed a spy
yeah.
there. I didn't see him hit it. I did see him hit a cone though. Oh, he's almost gonna hit that big rig there. That was a really close call. He had another really close call earlier in the pursuit. What looked to me like he almost hit a car. He might have tapped it earlier. It was a smaller sedan. That was also on the north.
Yeah, we're already 5 minutes in. So will it last a total of 15 for my, so it's another 10 minutes?
Shut down in the area. We're beyond that.
Another
closure,
9
but you
minutes now?
Still do see a lot of cones here through the Santa Clarita area here on the northbound 5. And unfortunately, I'm just kind of thinking up ahead a little bit here. Once we get to Castaic, we can't follow this any further because of darkness.
Oh no.
You've got those dark mountains there on
We're
the
gonna lose
northbound,
it.
5. So it gets a little too dark for us. So we'll see if this ends before that, or if he exits, or if he decides to U-turn, and then we'll be able to stay
Okay.
overnight. But for now,
Whoa,
we'll give you the
whoa.
best images that we can here
Did he hit
as
that
he
guy?
is
That was so
maybe gonna
close.
think about exiting. Nope. Northbound on the 5, coming up to Hasley Canyon. Again,
He's gonna
narcotics
drive into the
trafficking
mountains. We're not
suspect
gonna be
out
able
of
to
San
see him.
Bernardino, still in an active police pursuit here with the California Highway Patrol on northbound 5. La persecución continúa aquí en la autopista 5 en dirección norte, acercándose a la calle de Newhall Ranch Road. La patrulla de
Tough
Caminos
break for
de
Edmonton,
California
yeah,
está persiguiendo a este
yeah.
conductor, en esta camioneta
Canada, what are you
roja
doing
y
here? I'm
color,
just hanging out for a
una Ford,
while.
F-150.
I'll be
Una
going back
persecución
home
que
at
empezó
some
en el área de
point.
San Bernardino y eventualmente la patrulla de Caminos de California se juntó a la persecución cuando estaba en la autopista 134 en dirección este. Eventualmente nos cambiamos a la autopista 5 en dirección norte, donde nos
She's spoken a lot of Spanish
pero
since
el
I started
conductor
my
sigue
stream
yendo
tonight.
hacia el norte. Si continúa en esta dirección, eventualmente se va a ir del condado de Los Ángeles y entrar al condado de Kern County y tal vez terminar en áreas como Bakersfield posiblemente, pero como les digo, esta es una persecución que empezó en el área de San Bernardino y continúa aquí en Los Ángeles. Back with you guys here in English. So I was just saying in Spanish.
Yeah,
that
they're afraid of
he's
hitting the
gonna
mountain.
be out of LA
It's
County
too
here,
dark.
pretty soon, and he's going to be entering areas like Kern County. He is
He's just
slowing
going
down
way
a
out
little bit.
wrong direction for us.
The freeway does start to
What is this
have
that's
a
back here?
gradual, incline here as you continue northbound on the 5 into Castaic. So we'll see if that plays a factor. That's why you'll start to see some of the
What
big
is on the
rigs,
back wind?
move
The
to right
windshield,
because,
whatever?
it's really difficult for them to travel at high speeds here through this area because of that grade. So continuing
Oh, yeah,
northbound on the
whimsical,
5,
right.
Parker Road.
Big
And
fire.
as I was saying, eventually we're going to get to a point where we won't be able to follow it anymore because of darkness, but we will stay on this as long as we can for you here in News
This
Channel
sucks.
4.
This chase has been going on for a minute. We probably won't get to see the end of it.
Originated with San Bernardino,
But this is one of those things that the
trailing this, narcotics
that they can
suspect.
do
They tried to get LAPD's northeast
is
officers behind it, and then they tried to
like
get
what the
Glendale.
suspects can do. What you could do if you're running from the police in this area is drive out here, because I mean, it sounds like it looks like the cops are going to stay right behind him, so that we don't have this where all the helicopters have to pull off, but looks like they'll have at least somebody behind him. It just becomes impossible to follow with a helicopter.
Around here, George, and I'll just follow with the
Too
camera.
dangerous. So I wish you would like
Thank you. Big shout out here to my pilot, George Martin.
Get off the
Doing what he can to
freeway.
keep us on this. Of course, we are limited due to the dark conditions here as the 5 makes its way to the north here.
Damn.
leaving LA County and headed towards.
You can tell it's just getting further and further away now.
Bakersfield, essentially, if he continues. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna park it over Castaic, essentially, and use the camera to shoot to the north. So the vehicle is going to
Yeah.
be ever so smaller here in the picture frame, but we'll continue to.
What did he
track
do?
the
They said
course,
something about drug
and,
trafficking.
as long as we can, till we lose
And now
results,
he's
of course.
certainly been
But
like
northbound on the
reckless
5,
driving, you know, all
road
kinds of
small
charges
area.
piled
You'll
up
be able to
since
see all the
then.
units, behind him in this shot. So 4 units of the CHP behind him, LAPD airship overhead. And what's gonna happen?
Yeah, either the airport or this shit
eventually,
show, some
the
sort of
side here
parking
the
garage, some
ground,
shit like that all the time.
Of the grapevine, and once he's on the other side,
It looks like a
then,
shitter. Yeah, it does not look like a very nice truck.
Jurisdiction could take over so that these LA units can return back home. That's what's so confusing.
Yeah, follow it to
about
the
the
mountains.
with the CHP is because the CHP is the police of our freeway systems throughout the state. As soon as the pursuit enters a different area, the units from that area can take over the pursuit. So when we first got overhead, it was actually the Altadena units that were on it, and then they gave it over to the TAN or the New Hall.
I've seen this happen so many times. I've been doing this for years now. It's just like the same things happen. Seen this happen so many times. Okay, whoa. Whoa, is there something happening? Oh, there's sparks coming off that vehicle. Right, you see that? There's sparks coming off of it.
Opportunity. It's also a construction zone. You see all the K-rail there on the right, and there were a couple of the right-hand lanes that were coned off as well, just north of the 126.
Oh, we switched.
We
Okay.
start to see here as we climb that
We
grade, you can
switched.
see all
Sorry,
the,
I'm
all the
watching
trucks
on
begin to
somebody
slow
else.
down
I'm watching
quite a
on
bit. So we'll
YouTube
stick with this. It
because
looks like he might have gone into the embankment there. I saw a little bit of dust flying up. So
because
we'll cut back
I'm
over
in
there.
Canada.
Kind of dangerous now.
And you're gonna see. Look, we see Sparks that
And, like,
he's got
you
no
can't
right
watch
rear
the LA
tire. We
station
just
in
heard that he's got
Canada.
no right rear tire. So we're starting to see
Like, their
Sparks
websites just
on the
don't allow
rim,
it for some reason.
which is great news, and at least what's slowing this down. And, we talked about it just a couple seconds ago. There was also the the incline of the grade that is slowing him down. But now we know that he's got a rear right tire that is flat. I haven't
Yeah, I
heard
saw
of
the
any spike
sparks,
strips yet. Des,
and I
did
think you might be able to see it here. There it is.
There was some
There it
chatter up
is.
here with one of the helicopters. I know that they had been talking about it there around the 126, but we never heard anything about them say good spike
VPN, yeah,
or,
rim, but
or
that'll
bad
slow my
spike
shit
or anything
down.
like that. But there was a line from one of the law enforcement
And I need a
helicopters up here
stream.
that made us think that it was possible that they did spike him, and now it seems.
If I was
that
not
that is
streaming,
most
I'd just
likely
fire up a
what
VPN.
causes
I've had
tire
to
go
do
out
that
when
for
you see the
several
spikes
other things,
flickering.
but
So
for
it's really
streaming,
going to
I
be a
don't
matter
know.
of time. If this was on flatter ground, I mean, we'll see. Sometimes these trucks, they can really continue for a while, but now you're talking about going up a steep hill with only 3 tires, and if it's one of the rear tires, I mean, I believe these are rear-wheel drive trucks as well.
Yeah, you
so
can see
that's
the
just
sparks
really
from
going to
super
complicate
far
things. So
away.
we'll see how far he can push it if we're able to look here from a distance as we are. The next exit's Templin Highway, but I think it's going to be quite a ways before we hit that.
And we want to welcome our viewers now to KCAL News at 10.
Yeah, what's up,
alongside
Flying
Juan
Hodori?
Fernandez,
Yeah,
Mike
it's,
Rogers at the desk, and Desmond Shaw live in SkyCal. Hello, everyone. I'm Susie. So we have been following the CHP pursuit, and it has been going on for a while. We're
What's
talking
up,
about
Charles?
some spike strips and sparks flying. Let's go upstairs
He went
to
off the
Desmond
road
Shaw
for a
live in
second,
SkyCal
yeah.
for the latest. Desmond.
Well, Susie, it is a pursuit that's been going on. It came out of San Bernardino County area. We believe it was undercover sheriff's deputies in that jurisdiction that wanted this suspect. CHP took it over once it got into L.A. County.
Oh, hey, Admore,
and
what's
it
up?
appears that they were able to successfully spike one of the tires on this older model pickup truck. It never actually got close enough to see if it's a
They
Ford
spiked
or
it.
a Chevy. It might be a Chevy, I'm thinking here from this distance, but speeds definitely
Did it pass 15
down.
minutes?
Unfortunately,
No.
the picture's not going to get really any better. I mean, yeah, you can see we're only at about 20 miles an hour. And you have been
I mean,
going
I'm gonna
80 at
call
one
it a
point, but,
yes, I
we're looking
think,
from
but-
about 3 miles away now off the end of the lens at this one as we climb the grapevine. The suspect, I mean,
We're
the
not
writing is
gonna
on
do
the
a
wall. This is
30-minute
gonna be over. They're
prediction.
just kind of running out the clock to see, just kind of maybe the last few moments of freedom here for this suspect. But going this slowly, I mean, you see how many units there are. They're in the helicopter as well. So if he even tried to get out and run into the wilderness, they're going to have their spotlight on him, instantly. So it's basically over for this suspect. But
How did they
it
spike him?
continues,
I don't
and
know.
I got to mention that when it does end, this is going to be
We saw
unfortunate
them,
news for all the
like, have it
truckers
out there,
here,
but I didn't
because
see-
the 5 freeway is going
I
to be
didn't
shut
see him
down
hit
for at
it.
least a couple of minutes, at the very least. If this does not turn into a standoff situation, and we've certainly seen that one before, guys.
Yep, a few things slowing him
Shate,
down.
what's
He's
up?
down a tire. He's also going
As
up
you
the
can
grade
see,
there
we're
on the
looking
5
at
freeway
something
through
a
the
million
Newhall
miles away
passing.
through a bunch
Mike,
of,
we're looking at possibly
helicopter
a narcotics
fumes.
suspect. Is that right?
So
Yeah, so the
it's
information that we
over.
have, and we're working to get some more from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, but they are the ones that
Oh, he's pulling
indicated
over.
this. And,
There it
Oh
is.
yeah, looks like we're coming to a stop.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it wasn't even
Yep.
able to get over to the shoulder, and it's
What's
so warm
going
out there.
on?
You're seeing kind of the heat signature rising there from Yeah, and that's why the picture
Oh my
looks so
God.
blurry right now.
Guys, we
Not
had
really,
another one.
Unfortunately, able to do anything.
I'm
about
pretty
that. With
sure
all the
this one is a
technology that I have,
no.
Let me see if I can try the magnifying glass.
I
if
swear
that
I think
helps
this
at all,
ended
maybe
right
a
before the
little bit.
15
A little bit
minutes.
says, yeah.
Yeah, the vehicle now. Yeah, vehicle now completely stopped here, northbound 5 before.
I think it was
Templin
right
Highway.
before
And
it
like
hit
I said,
15
Now,
minutes.
let's see, is the suspect going to surrender? All these folks are stopped, and who knows how long that could take. It might take a couple of minutes. It could take an hour if the suspect decides that that's what they want to do.
And Mike, you're talking about this coming all the way from San Bernardino County.
Yeah, San Bernardino County, and it was detectives with San Bernardino County that were chasing it originally, unmarked units from the sheriff's department out there. All they know, or all they were relaying, is that it was some sort of narcotics suspect. We don't have any further details on who they believe this person is. They were kind of questioning back and forth.
1455,
Before
JT
CHP
said.
got involved, they wanted to know what it was
1455.
they were getting involved with. So there was a number of questions that were being asked back and forth, and San Bernardino said they kind of have an
unless
idea
they're
of the
afraid of
driver,
hitting
who the driver
it's too
is, but
dark.
maybe not a definitive, kind of
Ended
name or something
before
like that.
15.
So, that's all they got, and then
Oh
of
my
course
God.
CHP gets involved, and it's
Like
just
with-
there.
like
so they
seconds
asked those,
before.
Unmarked units to back off.
So
But
they have
I
him
would
out of the
venture to
car yet?
guess,
It
and
looks
the
like
car
he's
seems
right
so
here.
dark down there that
I think
San
he's
Bernardino
out of the
Sheriff's
car.
detectives didn't just
Yeah,
go
yeah,
home.
yeah.
They're
He's
somewhere
out.
down there,
See him here?
trailing, hoping to take this person into custody.
There he comes.
Once
Here he
he's out.
comes.
Des, I can't tell if those are.
Somehow we
he's
actually
out.
got
Okay,
to see
he's
the
out.
end.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, I can
arms
see
are
him,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, he's got a blue shirt on, and yeah, those
5
kind of
seconds
black
before the
pixels over to
15
right,
minute.
Those are officers out there with their guns drawn. But
Most
the
people
suspect is
said, I
complying,
mean, we
so
only
this
had
is going to
7
be,
people,
good news
but there's
for
one
everyone stuck,
person who's
in
going to
this
get
mess,
all
and,
the
they
points.
got hands up, so he's just going to walk backwards.
I'm
into
disappointed. Very
handcuffs,
few
and then
people voted on
once
this.
he does, they can push this vehicle
wrong with
hopefully
you
with
guys?
their push bar in front. They can just push it into the dirt there, and hopefully let traffic go. So actually, pretty decent.
I would have
place as
actually
far as
said
if this is gonna end, 'cause
yes,
there is
probably
construction
this
zone. You see all
time,
the
but
K-rail on both sides, but
I didn't
we should be able
know
to get
right
this
away that we
vehicle
weren't going to
pushed
be
out of the
able
roadway here
to, that they were
as
going to
soon
have
as
this
they get the suspect in handcuffs.
And hopefully
type
get
of
that freeway
issue
reopened
with the
before
no-fly
traffic
zone.
backs up too badly, right, Des?
Yeah, well, let's just go ahead and take a look at it here while we can. I mean, yeah, everything is stopped.
Look
and
at
obviously
that.
This is the main thoroughfare from SoCal to the Central California and beyond. So, but he is walking backwards. He is complying.
Canadian
Once
lady
we,
cleaned up,
see the
taking
suspect in handcuffs
3,300 points.
and all of that is taken care of. Then we'll take a look at the true background.
Couldn't
here,
Vocus
but,
hype train
yeah,
banner
how it
was in
goes
the
through.
way.
I mean,
I
know
think
the
if
old
you
Ridge
if you're
Route
on
is an
mobile, you
alternate,
can
but
go down to the
that's kind
channel
of a
point in
dicey
the
road. I
lower
wouldn't really
corner,
recommend
or you
that.
should be able to
Hopefully
do
they're
that
gonna be able to reopen lanes
on.
here shortly. It looks like they are
anything.
putting handcuffs on him
I
right
don't know.
now. So a lot of trucks here, though. They are going to be stuck in this mess.
Oh my God, look at
It's
them.
going to be a reverberation. That's
Yeah,
actually
it's
not a
gonna-
massive
it's not that
backup
bad
right
yet.
now. So
Okay.
if they can reopen the lanes here shortly, that should clear out. Maybe
Yo,
within about
Mike,
5 minutes
welcome. And
time.
Sven,
It just kind
welcome.
of create a minor annoyance. But,
Yeah, Sean, you
yeah, a
missed
very
out on some
long
points.
Pursuit here that was threatening to go into the dead of
Okay,
night up at
Shate,
the
good night.
Grapevine, and we were able to get some view, anyway, of the ending here, northbound 5 before Templin Highway with one suspect in
Yep.
custody.
Looks like
Okay,
we're
I got
seconds
him.
away from a code 4 there, Desmond.
Let's
We're
fill
starting
out
to see
the,
some of those units
bingo
moving
card real
on,
quick.
getting a little closer to that older pickup truck there on the northbound 5.
Using Crispy
Yes,
Jenny PC?
yeah.
No. I'm using my PC. Okay, let's try this. Hold on. Alright, so we have... Did we have the night sun? I don't think there was a night sun. We had traffic collision, what it looks like. We had... I don't even remember. No fly zone. 5+ cops. There was a stationary object. Kind of looks like the same room. No, it's the same room. It's just my computer. This is my computer. Okay. 5+ cops. Okay. He lost the tire. I don't think the tire came off, though. Snooze, how you doing? I'm good, man. I am just on limited system. My whole setup is not exactly what it usually is, but it's okay. We did the chase. Turned out all right. Okay, that's all we got for bingo, I think. 4 things. Yeah. Anyway, all right, guys. They said he lost it. They said it came off. Okay, we'll give it to him. All the way off. It's too late. Yeah, snot. Sorry. I'm going to go to bed. probably. The thing is that the news is out for like another hour and a half in LA. So it is completely possible that there's another chase. So if there is, come back. I'll go live again the same way. And then you're going to come back the same way too, but come sooner than whatever you came this time. And join the Discord. You can get quickest notifications in there. Okay.